Live from the Man Cave, it's Flag on the Play with HB and Bud. We're going to talk Jags, Gators, and all things North Florida sports. Because we're Duval till we die. Flag family, back at it again. Right before the show, producer Brittany and Bud was displaying how sexist they are and hateful.
Wow.
We're not gonna start it.
He really taking us behind. You really gonna come behind the curtain. You really gonna
behind the curtain with Flag on the Play.
Trying to get the FOTP family behind the curtain, but he coming behind the curtain, producer Brittany, with lies.
Well, Flag family, we was talking about the fact of we had a woman announcer, and producer Brittany asked me how did I feel about it, and I said I don't care. I'm indifferent because I'm a Jags fan and I'm used to having the E team. So,
E team.
So, although I do think as an announcer, I do think that she didn't do that good of a job, but it wasn't because she was a woman. It was because she utterly sucked. However,
I said the same thing.
That's not what producer Brittany said, but I expect Brittany, go on, pause your stuff now. I don't need you this early in the show. Thank you very much. But I expect that from CBS and Fox, because why would you send us good announcers? We're the Jags. What are we talking about? Like I thoroughly expect us to like get there, and it's like Tony Boselli, and he's announcing the game with like Ray Caruth. And it's like, oh, Tony Boselli and Ray Caruth down in Jacksonville. Like, that's what we get. We get the F team. Like, what the heck?
You literally should be happy I'm sending you anyone at all.
That's exactly. Give me a Jaguars Sunday afternoon 1-12 versus the 6-6 Baltimore Ravens. Give me the announce crew, bud. Give me your two announcers.
Sparaditas and James Lofton?
First of all, that's disrespectful.
And I literally just threw that at the wall. Oh, yeah, what's did. Another one? Steve Berline and somebody?
Yeah, Berline. Now, Berline, he deserved to call Jags game. But
Berline don't deserve. Hell no, Berline don't deserve to call no damn.
Even
Jags
though I
games.
hate Lofton and Spiro Apoditis or whatever, they both are too good for the Jags. To be honest with you,
I hate Berline.
Yeah, man. We got we calling the games, and they pulling out Jay Cutler back on the deal.
Oh my God, I don't know if
we get those people that you like, dang, that dude announced. I didn't know he announced, and you like, well, dog, okay, well, I didn't know that dude was announcing. So
I don't know if I could do that much.
I don't know if I can do another week of the Jags. We lost again, Flag family, as we embarked up to Minnesota and played the closest game of the season, taking it to overtime and losing as we should have.
Bro, what you doing? In the words of the late great Steve Harvey show, we can do it together. We straight. We can get through this together, Jag Nation. We can get through this together. One game at a time.
One game at a time, Jags. Because
we almost there. With 4 more games there.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. It was the first time I've ever done this in my career of being a Jaguar fan, as I thoroughly rooted against us to win a game. I've never done that in my entire life.
I wholeheartedly agree. I swear on every football god that's holy, I've never rooted for the Jaguars to lose until this year.
Yeah,
that is a fact. I've never rooted for them to lose.
And I know we got a 1-game cushion on Fields, so it's not Fields that I'm worried about, but I'm still on I haven't convinced myself like everybody else has, because, you know, it's pretty evident now that we're 100% getting Fields. Well, no, 99% getting Fields, and there's this 1% outside chance that we might luck up and get Trevor Lawrence. And I'm still sitting here.
You said
on this Trevor Lawrence train.
You said 1%. It looked like it was closer because you've been fighting that fight for a while. You was like, man, the Jets gonna win a game, and the Jets should have won a game Sunday. That's
the second time the Jets did that to me. If you remember the Patriots game, they had the Patriots and then they choked at the last minute, and then they did this.
What are you doing?
They did this with the Raiders. So for me, it's just here we go. You know, it's like I know we're getting Fields. I know that or whatever, but I want Trevor Lawrence. So for a few seconds, we had Trevor Lawrence and he was in the bag. And I was like, oh, Trevor Lawrence is in the bag. This is going to be magnificent. And we end up doing what we did. And the Raiders end up doing what they did because Greg Williams was like, ah ha ha.
I got something for that.
It's so down though, because
I'm watching the highlight right now.
Well, but I thought this. I said, okay, that was
Derek
the worst
Carr steps
call.
up in the pocket and throws it, and it's just dime.
And I said that was the worst call in football history I've ever seen. A zero blitz on that in that particular scenario. And I was like, well, they must have told those guys, Gase and the guys, that hey, you're coming back, and Trevor Lawrence is going to be your guy. That's the only reason you would make that call. If you're going to get fired the next day, like Greg Williams just did, why did you make that call?
I don't know.
What the hell was you thinking?
It's and FOTP family. Y'all see that it's like it's a Jaguar podcast, and it's like, oh, why y'all talking about the Jets? Because this is about the Jaguars. This is about Trevor Lawrence. But it's time to put on our what our conspiracy theories, what the tinfoil hats, and because
Alex Jones time.
But we say all the time that coaches and players don't tank, organizations tank. Mm-hmm. How can you explain that play call?
So it was a tank play, which is why I said. But
why do you tank? But you get. But see, the thing is, money. You get paid regardless.
Right.
But it takes too much to tank. It takes so you telling me somebody from management told him, hey, run a trash play. Like what? How's that even work?
Who told you to run a zero blitz? Who told you to run a zero blitz?
So maybe you're just bad at your job. But Greg Williams been a hell of a D coordinator in the NFL though.
Well, you know what? Greg Williams, to me, he's been done. He's been done.
First and foremost, Greg Williams is a scumbag.
Right.
Because once again, conspiracy, yes, I said it, scumbag. Once again, conspiracy theorists say that he had our playbook during our 99 AFC championship during the 99 year with Tennessee. Greg Williams, who was the defensive coordinator for Tennessee. You can perk up all you want, producer Brittany.
He did.
Then once again, right on time, producer Brittany starts the show telling me I'm we're the number one podcast. Thank you, producer. And now we're number 1 and 2. And thank you, producer Brittany, for that salute. Yes. The rumor, Jaguar Nation rumor is Greg Williams had our playbook. And that's why the Tennessee Titans owned us all that year. That is in Jaguar folklore.
So I don't know if it's folklore. I think it's fact.
On now.
What?
Oh God, we got to get a producer that's not a Titans fan. This got to stop. Flag family, if you would like to be a producer or an intern on Flag on the Play podcast via Zoom, which means you can be anywhere in the world and you can guest host as a producer on this show, please hit us up. You can email us at budandhbtalksports@gmail.com, or you can hit us up at Flag on the Play Twitter. Either way, let's get it done.
My conspiracy hat is doing it again. ESPN is trying to show us, literally as we do the pod, that Greg Williams he's done this before. So I think ESPN is in on it too.
Well,
they want T-Law to go to New York.
If I'm the NFL, who do you want to get Trevor Lawrence? Honestly, who do you want to get Trevor Lawrence? Do you want the New York Football Jets to get Trevor Lawrence, or do you want the measly Jacksonville, I'm only going to be here for 2 more years, Jaguars?
Who we've been trying to, first off, we didn't want in Jacksonville in the first place.
Let's just
go ahead and get it out. The NFL didn't want a team in Jacksonville in the first place. That's first and foremost.
Even though they put them here. Don't be fooled.
Nah, because remember Wayne Weaver was like, nah, they're here or nowhere. Like Wayne was like, nah, they're going here. So, because Wayne, we see producer Brittany learning all this Jaguar folklore, her being a Titans fan, she knows nothing about the Jaguars. These are all Jaguar
You
facts.
know that when Houston was searching around for a team, they looked at Jacksonville first. They did look at Jacksonville and decided, nah.
That's not what happened.
Just we got
mute your mic.
Look what COVID. Look what COVID has done to us as a show.
COVID ain't did nothing to us as a show, but have to add in a piss sorry Tennessee Titan producer. That's all COVID did. That's all COVID did.
Yeah, so they were and he's gone. They really did not want Jacksonville to have a franchise in the first place. So with that being said, it's crazy. Everybody knows that the Jets, the NFL wants the Jets to have Trevor T-Law. So I get that. I'm like, okay, and it is what it is, but I'm over it. I just don't understand. It's just crazy. Is it just the curse of the Jaguars? I don't know what it is. I'm beside myself. I have nothing. What you got?
Yeah.
I've got nothing. I don't understand how you do that. They had like 15, 12 seconds left. What was left on the clock?
It was like 30 seconds left or something, or 5 seconds left. I don't know, man. Listen, we got Jag fatigue, like how everybody has pandemic fatigue. Okay. It's difficult going 11 straight losses. That's never happened in Jaguar history.
Try 12.
And it exactly. And it burns you.
Jets at 12. I mean, the Lions were 0-16.
It burns you a different way. It don't feel the same. Like you're not in the same zone that you would be, even if we was out of it right now, but we still had 1, 3, or 4, you would feel different about it. You know what I mean? You could be 4 and 7 right now, or 4 and 8 and still feel okay.
It'll be more normal. It's like, it would be like, yeah, 3 games. Your game or 0 games. That's hella bad. That's horrible.
0 games is really bad. And you know what's funny? I was sitting there watching it. And you know what's crazy? You know, Doug Marrone is a better coach than Zimmer. Like, it's not even close.
Speaking of that game, Zimmer did that was some horrible coaching by the Vikings. They are not good coaches. I was like, wow, these guys are bad coaches.
And this is what bothers me, and this is my fear with the Jags in this last ditch stay in Jacksonville rebuild that we're having or whatever. You got to get the right coach. You got to get the right quarterback. And man, I really hope that Justin Fields is the right quarterback. I also really hope that we get the right coach, because man, oh my God, the league got some bad coaching, man. Even coaches that I think are good, like Doug Peterson. Oof.
Oh, go a little further out west, and I'll tell you some like, bruh, you not as it's some bad decision making out there in Seattle.
Ooh,
man, that was some bad coaching. That's some bad coach, Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll, Pete Carroll will have you scratching your head. I'm sorry, that's just 100. Pete Carroll will be like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah, Pete Carroll.
Yeah, Pete Carroll
will. I mean, Pete might be
will have you scratching
overrated.
your damn head.
Pete might be a little bit overrated, just a smidget, just a little bit, not a lot, but
they
just
won.
A little
because look, because they won that ship with the Legion of Boom, and that was what, an all-time defense.
Yeah, like Legion of Boom is top 5 all time.
Yeah,
you got 85 Bears, you got 2,000 Raiders, and then the Legion of Boom would be somewhere in there.
2,000 Ravens. Let's make sure we.
Ravens. My bad.
I wonder how bad was the 2,000 Raiders. I just know they were more than likely were bad.
It can't be as bad as this Jag team. No, 2,000 Raiders was not bad, brother. That's the AFC Championship game. It was Raiders versus the Ravens.
Yep.
Don't make me pull that without Rich Gannon, Jerry Rice, Tim Brown on that team. What you know about Jerry Rice with the Raiders?
Producer Brittany, give me the record for the 2,000 2000 Oakland Raiders. What were their record?
2000 Oakland Raiders, 12-4. I'm calling it right now. 12-4, if not 13-3 or 14-2. They was really good. The Ravens was like 8-8. Because I remember the Ravens, they was like 8-8. Because even though they won the Super Bowl that year because of that defense got, this is why Jimmy Smith should be in the Hall of Fame. That defense got torched by Jimmy Smith. It was like he had the second most receiving yards of all time in a football game.
I feel like the Ravens were better. I feel like the Ravens had a. I feel like they were better than 8-8. You call it 8-8. Feel like they were better. Feel like they somehow was like won double digits. No, but we'll see. That's next up. I feel like they
12-4 for 12-4 was the Raiders. I'm
12-4 Raiders. Not wow,
bro. I'm good on this history stuff. Boy.
Okay,
and the Ravens Brittany, was
what was the Ravens record? 2000 Ravens record. They gotta be more than that.
Slipped in the back door of the playoffs, won all wild card games, and beat the Giants. They were the first 8-8 team to win the Super Bowl. Who was the second, bud?
8-8 team to win the Super Bowl.
You said 2000 Raiders? I mean 2000 Raiders?
Yeah, 2000 Ravens.
2000 Baltimore Ravens. 2000 Baltimore Ravens.
12-4.
It was 12-4.
Gotcha. I knew it.
Like they was 8-8. They was 12-4 with Trent Dilfer.
We was 13-3 that year.
That defense was disgustingly good.
They didn't have a home game though. Who won the division?
They probably won the division. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ain't no way they didn't have a home game in the playoffs.
You telling me the 12 win Ravens didn't have a home game?
I don't remember them having a home game.
I'm pretty sure they won the division and everything, bro. Ravens were really good, really good. But we digress. Let's get back to a team who's not really good. These damn Jaguars.
The Ravens had Rod Woodson on that team, bro.
That team
was Rod Woodson. The starting quarterback at the beginning of the year was Tony Banks or whatever. I remember that. Also, I was wrong. I just remember the team that I was going to say who was the second team to win the Super Bowl at 8-8 was actually the first team to win the Super Bowl at 8-8. That would be the Pittsburgh Steelers, sir. Pittsburgh Steelers when they beat the Seattle Seahawks with Mike Holmgren's Seattle Seahawks.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I hate Pittsburgh.
Who doesn't? And as we sit here, Flag Family, and talk about all of these other teams and other sports, everything else that's going on, is because the Jags suck so bad. So all we have to do is pay attention to my boo Winnie Harlow and all the rest of this foolishness that's going on. Because you know what? This is literally the saddest season in Jaguar history. There's no other season that's sadder.
And you're just like, oh, what about the Malarkey year when y'all got the second pick?
Malarkey year was not this bad,
because we were still there rooting every time. Or did we not think anything was on the horizon? What was that?
Yeah, I just think it was hapless. Like Shaw had just got here, and Malarkey was here, and we was like, okay, well, Malarkey's here, but he ain't gonna be here next year. I think we all knew that, even though he got hired that same year.
That year, we drafted. What? Because we were so horrible.
That's Justin Blackman year.
No,
Yeah, that's Justin Blackman year.
That terrible year, Malarkey. We talking about the worst year in Jaguar history. The 2 wins.
Yeah,
right?
2012, Justin Blackman.
That 2 wins. That next year we were the second pick. I think that was Fisher.
The second pick we had Luke Jokel.
Yeah,
in 2012.
Joker,
I believe that was the 2012 draft. We drafted Justin Blackman, and Justin Blackman had 800 and some odd yards receiving, with Blaine Gabbert and Chad Henne at quarterback, and we sucked bizzalls. Like legit was bad, and we all knew that Malarkey was gone because of Gene Smith. Gene Smith was gone. We was like Gene Smith getting fired at the end of this year. Yeah, and then Gene Smith got fired, and then they brought in Gus and what's the name?
Because don't forget, Gene Smith told Shaw they were close.
Yeah, we were close, and they got Malarkey. Malarkey ended up being a good coach because he was good with Tennessee. He was good with Buffalo too. I don't know why Tennessee fired Malarkey. Now here's a good question: is Vrabel better than Malarkey? Is he a better coach than Malarkey? You think so? I think it's the same coach.
Tennessee, Vrabel is a hell of a coach. He's a damn good coach.
I think he's the same coach.
I think they both
good
so
coaches.
good as a coach. I hate, like, when Malarkey was Tennessee coach, I was like, only, like, I hate Jeff Fisher. Jeff Fisher makes you want to choke him.
Did Malarkey go to the playoffs though and beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs? Did he do that? Did Mike Malarkey go to the playoffs back-to-back years?
What, with Mariota?
Piss poor tennis? Yeah, with Marcus piss poor Mariota at quarterback. Sound like a great coach to me. Sound like a good coach to me. And Vrabel's good. I'm not saying he bad, but I'm saying Malarkey's the same coach.
Vrabel damn near beat Kansas City.
Was he? And that's why I'm about to say this is like, to me,
and beat the number one seed Ravens.
No, to me, Malarkey versus Vrabel argument is very similar to Kirby Smith versus Mark Richt. It's the same dude. What are we talking about? It's the same dude. Like, sometimes you can't replace a guy. Like, Florida can't replace Urban Meyer. And Urban Meyer couldn't replace Steve Spurrier or whatever, right? And now Dan Mullen, hopefully he'll get his legacy and he won't be able to be replaced either, whatever. But, like, you're not going to replace, like, Bobby Bowden or guys like that. Oh, my God. But, yeah, you can't replace that.
It's been a rough road trying to... Well, no, Jimbo was pretty good.
Jimbo's good. But you can get parables. And a good parable,
I guess it seemed
Malarkey and Vrabel, dude. Vrabel replaced Malarkey, but I really don't think the team is playing any different than they would have if Malarkey was still there. I think they would have been doing the same thing. Do you think the Tennessee Titans win the Super Bowl? Oh no, he said no. Flag family. Do you think they have any chance within the next 2 years to win the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Now I'm not asking you, Brittany, because you're biased. All right. Do you think they have any chance?
As long as Kansas City is doing what they're doing right now with Mahomes, probably not. I'm going to be unbiased.
Tennessee don't have a team, regardless if it's Mike Malarkey or Vrabel, to win a Super Bowl. This goes back into like what I be talking about with you and Superfan Steve or whatever. Either you got it or you don't. Ain't no in between. In between don't get you nothing. It gets you juice boxes and orange slices. It don't get you.
That's where we're at with the Jaguars. Yeah, either in or you out. So yeah, that's why we're like, either you make the playoffs and you make your run, or you not and get this high draft pick.
Absolutely, you're not gonna get any.
The in between sucks. The in between sucks.
Right, and that's the thing. We've been in between so long with the Jags that can't nobody tell me that there's something that is something that prospers or goes well from in between. So, like, either you got it or you don't. And when you look at the league, the Titans might as well be grouped right in there with the Jags, because even though the Jags are 1-12 and the Titans are 8-3 or 8-4 or whatever the Titans are right now, they still aren't good enough to win the Super Bowl. They can't do it. So it don't make no difference. You lost too. I just was telling somebody this weekend that same thing. They was like, "Oh, I'm a Colts fan." I was like, "That's cool. You ain't winning either. Get in line. Second place, the first loser, bud."
I hear what you're saying, but like they always say, you get in the tournament, you got a chance.
You get in the tournament, you got a chance. However,
you got a chance. You got a chance.
Do you think the Giants win the Super Bowl? Ooh, don't give me the silence. Do you think the Giants win in the Super Bowl?
I'm gonna tell you like this: Giants play some hellified defense against the Seahawks.
That man, you out of pocket right now. Man.
I'm just
you hurt because your team lost, man.
Hey, I'm just saying you gotta get, if you get in, you got a chance. If you make it to the play, football has shown us this ain't no NBA. NBA, you get in, you don't have a chance. In the NFL, if you get in, you have a chance.
That's because in the NBA, direct skill matters. In the NFL, you can get turnovers, a bounce here, a bounce there, and then you win the game. But that's not how basketball really works.
Hey, I hate to burst your bubble. Broncos gave Kansas City all they can handle. The Broncos.
Right. Also, the NFL, out of all the leagues in the world, sports leagues in the world, you got baseball, basketball, football, Premier League soccer, or top echelon soccer if you watch that. And you got all these different sports leagues in the world, even NASCAR or whatever. The NFL has the most parity. Okay, for the difference between the
Say that one
Jacksonville
more time.
Jaguars,
Say that one more time. What the NFL got?
The
Say that one
NFL
more
has the
time.
most parity. It's not even close.
Jaguars. You are not made to be so bad for so
Long.
long.
But you can say that about the
It's set
Browns too.
up
But
for you to
look at
be
what the Browns
bad.
doing this year. Look at what the Browns doing this year. That's my thing about parity. One thing about the NFL, every single year, at the beginning of the year, every team think they got a chance. Every last one of them think they got a chance. That's called parity. Listen, I am a Tottenham Hotspur fan. We are on top of the table right now in the Premier League. I have been a Tottenham Hotspur fan since like 2006 or something like that or whatever, right? And all that whole time of being a Tottenham Hotspur fan or whatever, I never thought we had a chance to win the league ever. Maybe once, which in the last 2 years. But outside of that, I never thought we could win because you just don't think that. It's just like Shai owns Fulham, right? Fulham ain't winning the league. They just trying to not get relegated. They don't have a chance. There's no parity in soccer. There's not. There's no parity in baseball. You a Cubs fan. I'm a Marlins fan. Up until recently, you ain't never think you was gonna win the World Series. You was like, oh.
But baseball, when we got Joe, and when it first started, when things got on, it's like, oh, they got a chance. But you can kind of look at a team and know.
Ready to say no
chance. That's what you got.
And we're gonna have to start playing that in the background.
Yeah, don't get it twisted.
But we reference that at least once.
As a Cubs fan, and the Cubs are going cheap. Bro, the Cubs, we even lost our fantastic announcer to the Shy Sox. I hate the Cubs. I hate them so much.
But see, that's
God,
my point,
I hate
though.
them.
That's my point, though.
I hate the Cubs so much.
Is where the Jags are
in baseball. You're right.
Where the Jags are,
I hate the Cubs so much.
Is pretty sad. However, you get Justin Fields, this team in the playoffs. That is that easy. It's that quick to turn it around. You get Justin Fields, this team in the playoffs, and it's like one of those things. It's like the Bengals. Look at it like this. Look at the Bengals last year when they was getting Joe Burrow. The Bengals are way worse, even though the Jags
got some weapons. Johnson look good. Chark look good. You got weapons.
There you go. And that's my point. The Jags have a better situation right now than the Bengals had last year at all. And so now you're in a situation where you're like, okay, well, the Jags get Justin Fields. They draft a player here, there in the draft. We get a pass rush in free agency. We get a cornerback to help out CJ in free agency. We get a safety. We got $100 million. So if you get all that stuff, we good to go.
Free agency,
right? What you gonna do, Britt? I can't. Paul, what you say, Britt?
I agree.
What you say, Britt? You talk so Flag Family producer Brittany talking on the side in a thread that's off the Zoom, so we can't get to it. Tomfoolery. The pettiness is high. We need a new producer. We all around the world over. Bud, where we at now? 8,000 listeners. Where we at, Bud?
This is Titans. This is Titans. Yes.
8,000, right?
Not over 8,000.
So we had 8,000 listeners. You can't tell me is 8,000 people listening to us right now, and we can't find out one damn person that don't like the Titans to come produce this show. You got to be kidding me. But you got to know somebody. I'm going to get Kirsten or Landon to do it. At this point, I don't care. Because this too much. This too much, man. 8,000 people all around the world. It's people in the Philippines that listen to us, Brittany, religiously.
You didn't have to acknowledge the thread during your Zoom meeting.
Man, come on, man. You out of pocket. And I'm just sick of it. And listen, shout out Grizz Rock real quick to our Filipino listener. But like we got listeners all over the world, and I can't find out one to come on the Zoom and produce this show. I am so sick of
I'm
you.
not a Titan fan or an FSU fan.
Yes, please. I am so sick of you. Flag family, I'm stalling right now because I don't know what's going on with Bud Internet. It is the most horrible, horrific, very China virus internet I've ever seen. It's awful. His
Oh
internet
my
has the
god!
Kong
Oh
flu.
my god!
This is awful. Bud, fix your internet. What's going on? He looks sad right now. His face
I'm working on
froze.
it.
What a
I'm
horrible technical
working
difficulty.
on it.
While he's setting that up, I'll go ahead and set up the picks or whatever. I think in the next 2 weeks or so, we should be hearing about a GM. I don't think they're going to wait to announce the GM to the end of the season. So in the next 2 weeks or so, we should be hearing about the GM. So that'll be a good look, and I'll be excited about that. But coming up this week, producer Brittany, who we got? Is it the Bears or is it the Ravens? Who we got this week? Who we got? We got the Titans. That's right. Producer Brittany pointed at herself. At first, I was going to say the dumbasses, but then I realized that she was referencing her team she supports and not who she is as a human.
You better be lucky, Bud, having technical difficulties.
Hey, well, you're going to have to come in here and take his spot right now. You getting all the smoke. Because at least your internet work. You must got Jacksonville internet. Bud got Titans internet. So, slightly slow and malnourished.
Wow, that is definitely y'all. So it is you. I'm not gonna let you bait me because it's my superstition. Titan Jaguar.
Oh, you're not gonna talk shit about the Titans before the game?
Not Titan Jaguar.
Come on, man. Come on in here and talk it up. Talk it up, producer Brittany.
Superstition. Now I ain't saying not and nothing.
It's your show right now. Go ahead, Bud. Go on. Talk it up. Well,
let's talk about the fact that y'all are the Gator fans are already giving Kyle Trask the Heisman now.
Because he deserved it. We're gonna get to that in a minute.
Am I still dead?
No, you actually back, baby.
Right.
You look good. It's good because we forgot that Brittany had a policy where she don't talk about the game before the Titans Jazz week. So that's gonna be an issue. Oh, he gone again, Brittany. Look at him. He wants you to talk about the Titans, Brittany. Go ahead.
Not talking about
you,
what else going on.
I tell you what. Bud don't like scores anyway.
That was a good game though that was played, against the Vikings and Jacksonville. So that was a really good game. What other good games came on yesterday that that was good to talk about?
I don't know. Bud don't like Skol anyway. So since he's not here, you go ahead and pick the game, Brittany.
This is for
the Titans. Go ahead. You bet. I got you now, Bud.
And this will be a muted show right now.
Sorry, FOTP family, how this is going right now. I guess I won't be here long. I'm Ghost Dad.
We gonna get on. We gonna get on with the get on anyways because it ain't like we got nothing else to talk about. But
Ghost Dad was a fantastic movie.
Bro, your internet make you seem like you. Never mind. Listen,
and I'm going.
No, you're not gone. You was gone. Wait, you back? No, you back. You ain't gone.
I don't even know anymore. I don't know anymore.
Stop purchasing your internet for Pick and Save, and then we'll be fine, bro.
This man got Comcast internet, right?
Comcast.
He got his router from Pick and Save. That's what happened. You got your whole modem for the flea market.
This is actually my signal. This is my phone. I'm not even on the internet right now.
You must have got your modem from Wish.
Bro, if you the pick and save modem joke was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Or whatever, because there's a few people in the FOTP audience that remember Pick and Save. My cousin used to work there at the one on Edgewood. Her name was Nikki. What you know about it? The one with the buffet. She used to work in the buffet. That's how y'all know I'm old. I remember going to the Pick and Save buffet to get some food from cousin Nikki. Anywho, Bud. Well, he gone again, y'all. Listen up, Flag family.
Listen up, Flag family. I got the Titans winning only because we need them to win, and then I got Florida beating LSU. I love you, POP. Hold me down. So if I leave again, hold me down.
Bud has conceded that he's going to be out again. POP, hold me down.
Hold me down, FOT. I'm so sorry about these technical difficulties. So sorry.
Yeah, bro, it's ruining the show. I ain't gonna lie, but luckily at this point, there's probably 3 people listening anyways. Bud said he got the Titans. I'm gonna go Titans 2 here. Now, I will say this though. I was gonna pick the Jags or whatever because I thought Minshew was coming back. But since they announced that they're gonna stay with Mike Glennon, that's a L, my boy. Mike Glennon is horrible. He's awful. So I'm gonna go Titans.
At least Glennon stay in the pocket. I think that's the main thing. Shoe doesn't stay in the pocket, and the coaching staff hates it. Plus, the coaching staff probably hates Shoe because of that whole hide and the thumb injury thing too. But one thing we can guarantee you, the coaching staff hate Minshew.
It really don't matter what the coaching staff hate at this point, because guess what, coaching staff, you're gone or whatever. And I've come over to the train, Bud, where you said Shoe was not gonna be here next year, and I was like, that's crazy. But you're right, he ain't gonna be here next year. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Shoe gone.
Shoe gone. Yeah, it's a wrap for Shoe. But it's cool. Peace out, Shoe. I don't need you. No way, no how, not then, not. That's a great philosopher trick that he wanted said. I don't need you. Bud, let's try to do Gators before you go out, bro. Again, because
I told you, Pete. I told you we got Gators, LSU. It's a revenge game for them trash behind LSU fans who sold out after the game. Oh, LSU. Oh, everything has come home to roost, baby. LSU showed out last year. They won, and they won bigly. And as they were winning, they was telling everybody to kiss their posterior. Ooh,
this is true.
Life comes at you fast, boy. It comes at you real fast.
And I'm gonna say this, man, so we can go and wrap it up, Flag family, because you see we fading fast. I think this is the worst LSU team in about 20 years.
Yeah, they'll probably agree with you.
I would say maybe like 99, 98. They was this bad. When they had those quarterbacks that didn't make no sense, and it's like, what is this? Like, this LSU team is bad, y'all. Like, this is bad LSU team. And I can't remember the last time. It's just like we beat Tennessee this week. I can't remember the last time Tennessee was an afterthought game. Tennessee is Vanderbilt now. And
easy.
I bet
easy.
Tennessee might struggle with Vandy, bro. Tennessee's bad. And I just feel like the same thing about LSU this season. I know what LSU gonna be LSU, but I feel like LSU is an afterthought this year. This is just another like formality until we get to the SEC championship game. I do want to go back to Tennessee real quick and say this though. Tennessee better get it together before they end up like the school that shall not be named. Because
they're already there. What you talking about?
See, and I'm trying to be nice. But they in trouble.
Tennessee is horrible.
Bro, they in trouble.
I don't see Tennessee. Well, I tell you this much. I see Tennessee getting out of that hole before the school that shall not be named, because I don't think your boy is a good coach. Because I don't care what nobody say. Good coaches, they don't you win more games with that. Say what you want. Oh, there's no talent. Nah, you can miss me with that. You can miss me with all of that. Jimbo was recruiting top 10 classes, if not top 5 classes. So you can miss me with all of that saying there ain't no talent. I ain't here for that.
No, you want to know what I think though? I think it's talent. I think it's talent at both schools. I just think that college football is so top heavy now. Excuse me, but that I think college football is so top heavy now that talent talent that used to get you to a bowl game don't matter no more.
I feel like it's more coaching than anything, man. Like I said, Dan Mullen walked in the door and inherited a team from the SEC that was 4-7, 4-8, and won 10 games. Nah, bro. In the SEC, I ain't talking ACC. I'm talking SEC. Nah, bro, y'all can miss me with that. It's coaching. It's coaching. Yeah. Y'all can miss me with all of that.
It's bad. I think Tennessee, Pruitt. I think that's coaching. I don't think Pruitt is as good as we thought he was, and I think they're in trouble. I don't think Tennessee's ever going to be better than a 7-5 team ever again. They may get a 10-win year every now and then. Tennessee and South Carolina, same school now. Yeah, and it's crazy because like it's so quick. Like right now, you can literally see Like if you remember how college football was in the 90s when we grew up, right? In the early 2000s, you could see the teams changing. Like in the 90s when we grew up, Ohio State wasn't Ohio State. I mean, they're a legendary school, but they wasn't Ohio State when we grew up. We was like, okay, Ohio State, all right, whatever.
Exactly.
It wasn't like a thing. And Nebraska was like a serious, like a thing. And then like Texas was like a thing when we was growing up. The school that shall not be named was a thing for real when we was growing up. The Gators was always a thing since we were growing up. I know back in the 80s they were trash, but I'm saying, and like Alabama wasn't a thing anymore when we was growing up. But in the early 2000s, you can see the shift from like, Notre Dame and Nebraska and these schools. Like Nebraska last hurrah was like in 2000 and I think one when they went to the Rose Bowl to play Miami for the championship. That's the last good thing Nebraska did.
And they ain't have no business there, boy. My God.
In 2001,
my God, Miami beat the hell out of them boys.
Yeah, it should have been the Gators, by the way. But in 2001, you look back, bro. That's almost 20 years ago. You feel me? So it's not like you can be like, oh well, this is how it is. Da 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 da. You got to get a grasp on this now, man, because this college football landscape is ever changing. And these other schools that used to didn't matter, like Southern Miss was a non-Power 5 school back in the day, or whatever, right? And nobody ever was worried about Southern Miss, even though that was where Brett Favre and all that. Nobody cared about Southern Miss. Southern Miss wasn't beating nobody. However, nowadays, I ain't got to breathe. Nowadays, when you look at what's going on, you look at UCF, you look at Coastal Carolina and what they're doing this year, and these other non-Power 5 schools, bro. Non-Power 5 schools are purging, and what's going on is a school like UCF or Coastal Carolina, they're getting the top level of the leftovers, and Tennessee not. And so what Tennessee supposed to do? Who got better players, UCF or Tennessee?
But see, I don't know. I think when you look at those stars and recruiting, I want to say Tennessee, quote
Don't
unquote.
What I always say about recruiting. What I always say about recruiting.
You don't believe in it.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Show you.
Got to show me. I ain't see these high school kids play just because some random dude in the basement said he could play. Don't mean he could play. Tennessee is ranked 14th right now. 14th right now in recruiting. Do you think Tennessee in 2 years is going to be 14th best team in the country?
No.
Okay, then. All right, cool. That's what's up. Who Miami playing? Do it matter? We still doing that?
Are they season? Is their season over? I know they just play. I know they just beat the hell. I know they just beat the holy hell out of Duke. I know that much.
Yeah, Poe Duke. What happened to Cutcliffe and Duke, man? They were supposed to be the next big thing, right?
No, that's what Duke does. Duke will be back with a really good quarterback. That's what they do. Don't pay it no mind. They go down and they come back up. They ain't sending people to the league no time soon. They need you to
North Carolina.
They need you to age up. They need you to age up through there. Who you got? Who you got? That's going Miami, North Carolina. That's gonna be a good game. An L for who?
That's a good game for Miami. That's a
you
L.
think North Carolina beat Miami?
Yeah. I'm going North Carolina.
I saw North Carolina when the chips were down and they had to play Notre Dame, beat them boys. So we gonna see. I got Miami.
I don't think North Carolina has any defense. I mean, zero, -7 defense. They don't have no defense. I got more booty than North Carolina got defense. And I don't have no booty. I'm all back. You hear me? And I'm letting you know right now.
Going off the rails. And I thought me going in and out was making us go off the rails. Now it's going off the rails.
Actually, you're running smooth right now. But I'm just gonna say that I feel like yeah. I'm gonna go ahead on and run North Carolina. Give me North Carolina 42 and Miami 31. Give me that. I don't think Miami can gunsling it. I don't think King can gunsling it with the future #1 draft pick.
We're gonna see.
Because North Carolina quarterback going #1 overall next year. Period. Like I'm calling it right now. Period. He's going #1. Unless Trash stay. But if Trash don't stay, he going #1. Period, point blank.
Trash and stay and still won't go one, but that's a story. That's a story for another podcast.
Hey, listen, I'm with you when you're right. I'm with you when you're right. You got shout outs?
Shout it out.
Shout it out
To
loud.
the FOTP family for listening to this pod. Thank y'all. And especially
Wow.
after a day like today. My God. Thank y'all for sticking with us as long as y'all stuck with us.
Whatever you believe in.
Thor,
What she say?
T'Challa. She said, "Oh, whatever you believe in." Thor,
Right.
T'Challa, all that
T'Challa,
good stuff.
Thor, Reagan, G's, whoever. I know people pray to Tupac. Shout out to Tank.
Next, go to the
Praying to
flags.
Tupac.
It's going off the rails. Go to the
This
flags.
show is called Flag on the Play. Every week we throw flags on those who are violating the game. But I think I know where your flag's gonna be. But I'm gonna say go ahead. Anyways, we had somebody come in, toss the coin, flip it. I had to talk to a Jet because of what happened, and I had to figure out, man, what the hell is going on and why did this happen? Try to get Joe Namath, but this show not big enough for all that. Try to get Bill Parcells, Keyshawn Johnson. It's not big enough for all of that. So we got Rich Kotite, one of the worst coaches in NFL history.
You couldn't even get Wayne Corbett.
Couldn't get Wayne Corbett. This show not big enough for that. We got Keyshawn Johnson said, throw me the damn ball, not the damn show.
Couldn't get Curtis Martin. Curtis Martin
don't deserve it. Well, I'm not gonna say he don't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, but I'm gonna say he don't deserve to be in there over Fred Taylor.
Amen to that. Amen to that. You couldn't get Vinny Testaverde?
Couldn't get Vinny Testaverde. Vinny Testaverde, underrated backup quarterback. Minshew might be Vinny Testaverde. But we did get Rich Kotite, the worst coach in NFL history, until another coach came along named Gus Bradley. So Rich Kotite, he flipped the coin up in the air, but he kind of messed it up and fumbled it because he's not good at anything. So then I grabbed it, flipped it in the air, and it came up tails. Tails always prevails. Bud, you go first.
I'm gonna make this as quick as possible. First flag goes on whatever's going on with my phone. I think it's more my phone than anything. So flag on Sprint. After Sprint, we're gonna slide it to
well, there go your answer right there. You said Sprint. That's your answer.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, so Sprint, Xfinity flags on y'all. After that, flag on BYU. You thought I didn't see you out there playing Coastal Carolina, Mr. Anytime, Anywhere. Okay, Coastal Carolina has something for ya. So throwing that flag on BYU, throwing another flag on Greg Williams for costing the Jets the game. Greg Williams, you bastard.
You bastard.
And that
slimy
is my
bastard.
And another flag on the Seattle Seahawks. My God, you lost to the Giants. And not only did you lose to the Giants, you lost to, oh my God, he still played football, Colt McCoy. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. That was my flag.
I didn't even know Colt McCoy was still in the league. Superfan C said they lost to Colt McCoy. I was like, Colt McCoy in the league? Man, that's crazy. That don't even make sense. Like, that's crazy. I got two smooth ones this week. My first one is for our London Jaguar fans. I was watching Premier League soccer this weekend, and the VAR got to go. I hate the VAR so much, but it don't make no sense. It's like they do the review of they video review the play and see if it was a penalty or see if it was a foul or whatever. It just is not right. It got to go. It's horrible. It's horrible at this point. Even though Tottenham won and we in first place, come on, you Spurs. But I'm not a fan of the VAR. I'm gonna add flags because we're gonna do a double flag alert. Greg Williams got to get one. What the hell? A zero blitz when the game on the line, bro. I ain't never seen nothing like that in my entire life. Like that is
would you even run that in Madden?
I don't think I would run that in Madden, and I do some crazy stuff when I play
even
Madden.
Even Madden, when you do this, tell me to play wouldn't tell you nothing like run no zero blitz.
Nothing like that. That's one of the worst calls I've ever seen in my entire life. Like in all the sports, like that's just a horrible call, just an awful call, or
He
whatever.
sacrificed his job for T-Law can be a Jet. What an amazing thing.
It's true. And then my last call flag is on the World Boxing Association and anything associated with boxing, period. Why is Floyd Mayweather about to fight this YouTube dude? Like,
money,
what the
money,
hell?
money.
I mean, I know he getting paid. I know
Floyd
he
about
can't
his paper.
lose.
And
It's
I can't stand Floyd Mayweather.
Bro,
but he
why though? Why the hell is Floyd Mayweather fighting any damn body that's not a real fighter? Like, it's like, I mean, I know he's stacking money, but I don't want to see that. He already beat the hell out of Conor McGregor. And everybody, boy, y'all thought that white boy gonna beat Floyd Mayweather, did y'all? Boy, y'all like, ooh, Conor McGregor. Got his ass whooped. You know how fast this YouTube dude about to get his ass whooped?
I hate Floyd.
I mean, I know you was rooting for Conor.
I
wasn't. I was rooting for Floyd.
Not fast. Not fast at all. Because Floyd don't knock out nobody. Not fast at all.
Dude, though,
Floyd gonna give you 12
just because he knocked out Nate
Robinson.
Floyd
gonna give you 12 rounds because Floyd don't knock out no damn body.
The YouTube dude dumb because it's still a professional boxer.
I'm calling that right now. Floyd ain't gonna knock out nobody. I think
Floyd gonna knock him out. I put a dime bet on that. It's a dude from YouTube, bud. What are we talking about? And I bet the guy don't even get 3 punches in. He ain't gonna get 3. It's the best defensive boxer of all time. And you an amateur and you about to fight him. Y'all wilding. But hey, if you getting paid, get that money. That's all I got to say.
That's all I got. As we come across my screen on NFL. You remember the boys he played who did the Statue of Liberty play, the running back?
Yeah, that dude, he made the league. He got cut, right?
And he proposed to the cheerleader.
Yeah.
You think they're still together?
Nah, they can't be.
That's all I got.
Marriage don't work, but love is fake.
You are an idiot. In the damn show. Off the rails.
What?
No matter how bad my audio was, you have surpassed that show off the rails.
Why? Because I said that BYU. I'm not BYU. That Boise dude ain't with that chick no. Well, you know what? They might be because they probably was cousins because it's Boise, Idaho. So please, ain't like he married somebody he hit it to. Don't they like they sisters out there?
The damn show. Please.
We Duval.
Till we die.
You a hater, bear.